Welcome to this podcast from Stratfor, leader in global intelligence.
Hello again. I'm Marla Dial, and this is the Stratfor Daily Podcast for Thursday, July 23rd. U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has been attending regional conferences in Phuket, Thailand this week, and the word nuclear has been coming up a lot in her discussions. Today, at the ASEAN Regional Forum, she had more stern words for North Korea, saying Washington will insist on its return to six-party talks and warning that Pyongyang is running out of friends and options if it refuses to disarm. The Obama administration is planning to send a representative back to Asia soon for discussions on enforcing UN sanctions against North Korea. And Clinton said that unless they comply with UN demands, the North Koreans will find no port. Earlier, she compared North Korea, with its recent missile tests, to an unruly child that misbehaves to get attention. Perhaps the word struck home, judging from statements carried by North Korea's official media mouthpiece. The Korean Central News Agency usually can be counted on for flowery and creative insults aimed at Pyongyang's enemies. Today it went directly for the personal attack, saying Clinton was vulgar and, quote, by no means intelligent. A report also noted that she sometimes resembles what it called a primary school girl, and at other times a pensioner going shopping. Whatever that means. More to the point, North Korea is adamant that it won't return to six-party talks and has dismissed a package of incentives that Washington offered in exchange as ridiculous. A less entertaining but more surprising development came in statements that Clinton made yesterday, and they had very little to do with East Asia. She was speaking of Iran's nuclear program when she said the United States would consider extending a defense umbrella over its allies in the Middle East. It was the first time a senior U.S. official had ever publicly mentioned that possibility, though it's been assumed to be a part of the U.S. strategy. Her statements can be read as a sign that Washington, which has been pursuing a diplomatic track with Iran, is also developing a Plan B in case that fails. The U.S. has two key strategies for containing enemies. One is the nuclear umbrella option, which is used for states like South Korea, Japan, and Australia in the Asian context, and the other is the military alliance option, like the NATO alliance. There's a deeper level of commitment here given the Article 5 stance, which holds that an attack against any member, nuclear or otherwise, is deemed an attack against them all. It's not clear which kind of strategy Clinton was referring to yesterday, although she was careful to avoid the phrase nuclear umbrella. What is clear is that, given the cultural tensions between Iran's Persians and the Arab states that surround them, the foundation for a U.S. containment strategy exists in the Middle East, and there are certainly geographic and economic indicators that it could work. But there are also valid questions about how seriously Clinton's statement should be taken. Saddled with the burdens of war in Iraq and Afghanistan, and facing other challenges around the world, the United States might not be able to stomach any real military commitments to allies in a region as unstable as the Middle East. In the end, it all comes down to Washington's views of Iran and how much of a threat it actually presents. To find out more on that issue, we'd invite you to take a look at our latest Stratfor Insights video, where Dr. George Friedman discusses shifts in U.S. thinking on Iran, or a probing of U.S. containment strategies in today's geopolitical diary. Just log on to our website at www.stratfor.com. I'm Marla Dial. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great day.